On one of the biggest days of your life, weddings cost on average $31,000 according to a survey from theknot.com. That was the average cost in 2014. We talked to a Buffalo bride who's cutting costs without sacrificing her vision. She says you just have to get creative and have fun while planning your day.
You know, like, we're having a ball doing it. I haven't been stressed at all. He has not been stressed at all. So it's been very beneficial for both of us, and it's such a fun process.
That was Sammy. I'll tell you what, she is saving thousands and thousands of dollars from her unique favors, brewing their own beer, a lot of different ways that you can save when planning. Right now, we want to get to 3 do-it-yourself ideas from Buffalo Indie Weddings, and I have the co-founders here with me, Allie Egan and Erica Zilbauer. Thank you both for being here. I visited your shop this week. It's just beautiful.
Thank you
down
very
at the
much.
Lafayette Hotel. This is beautiful, too, and I want to talk about it. We know Sammy saved on her wedding by booking kind of an off-peak day. I think that's where she had one of her biggest cost savings, but you also have some advice when it comes to dessert and favors. So where do you want to start? Dessert?
Yeah,
Yes.
dessert. Well, we think it's a really great idea, and we're seeing this trend lately where people are combining their desserts and their favors. So instead of gifting favors and spending a tremendous amount on a big, huge wedding cake, people are getting creative and having cupcakes. We have cupcakes from Fairy Cakes here and cake pops from Buffalo Cake Pops. And you can set this up in a really unique, beautiful way and then have bags and little gift tags ready to go so people can enjoy them at the reception. People can take them home and eat them later and then just stick to the cocktails at their party. So it's a really great way to kind of combine both together and have a really beautiful element to your day.
How much does a cake cost? An average cake could be pretty expensive, right?
Yeah, I mean, they can go anywhere from $800 to $1,500. I mean, it really depends on how many tiers and layers and people you want to serve. And it's hard for your guests to be able to enjoy that later on. A lot of people, after eating a big dinner and dancing and drinking, don't even really get to enjoy the cake. So you spend all this money. So we think it's great to offer guests a chance to kind of take this stuff home with you. It's a fun way to kind of incorporate it throughout the whole day and get to have a treat for the next day, too.
When I visited your shop, I noticed you have beautiful decorations. So I want to talk about the backdrop. How can you incorporate that in kind of a DIY idea at your wedding?
Absolutely. We're actually using it now as a tablecloth, which is kind of cool because it shows the versatility that you can do with a simple project. I just cut up sponges into different shapes, bought the fabric, and dipped it in paint on a paper plate, and then just stamped it in this cute design. So you could use this as a backdrop for your ceremony or for your photo booth. You could pin it to the curtains, or as we have here, as a really cool element to this really great dessert table.
So if you have beautiful colors that you have picked out for your bridesmaids' dresses and your flowers, you can just get the paint and do it yourself.
Absolutely. And it
You
took
did a
me
good
an
job
hour.
on this, by the way. And this is, I assume this was something you had purchased, and it looks fabulous. So good work with that.
Thanks.
Do you have any other ideas for our couples out there planning a wedding?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, on display here, we have these beautiful, these are all just vintage candle holders and tea plates that are just epoxied together, glued together, so you can do your whole display that way. And then we also will on our website have PDFs where you can download all of these thank you tags. They're all different designs and ideas. Just cut them up, punch a hole, and then you'll be able to send your guests off with a nice gift. So those are great ideas for fun DIY projects. We also have this handmade sign here. It's just transfer paper on top of a chipboard heart that we painted. So, I mean, this whole thing was less than $1 for signage around. But, you know, overall, there's a lot of other great ways to save money on your wedding. Like we saw with Sammy doing hers on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Off-season is a great idea. You know, Buffalo brides sometimes shy away from a January, February wedding, but those can be really beautiful. And a lot of venues and vendors offer discounts as well.
And we're going to include some of that advice on our website. You can find this full interview with the DIY projects to personalize your wedding. Just go to WIVB.com and you can read all about it. Thank you both for being here.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.